This is Hannibal and Piper here from the HannibalTV.com with a daily wrestling news update for you. Raw was in Winnipeg last night, and they actually outdrew AEW's Winnipeg event for Dynamite. It happened in the winter, even though AEW has Omega, Jericho, and Don Callis from Winnipeg. But the rating was down. Rating did not do as well as last week, and I'm sorry. I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. I'll just look it up again quickly. It was a 0.55. So both Raw and SmackDown's ratings were down this week. Collision was up 0.17. Of course, last week it was head-to-head with SummerSlam. And all kinds of crazy backstage stuff happening in AEW right now. Reminds me of a high school environment, but high school kids, if they were getting paid hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. So a little bit more worth it in that case. Apparently, while appearing at SummerSlam festivities last weekend, Mike Rotundo, Erwin R. Shyster, told Sportskeeda that Bray Wyatt will be back, quote, hopefully shortly. Apparently, Bray Wyatt has been out with some type of injury or illness since February. Who knows why they aren't still using him as a manager, because we have seen pictures of him surface with fans that have seen him out and about in Florida where he resides, I guess, looking fairly healthy, but something's wrong with him. He's still under contract. He makes about $4 million or so a year. Don't know if they froze the contract during this time or not. Wolfie D, who is the partner of PG-13 of JC Ice, aka Bill Dundee. Sorry, Jamie Dundee. Jamie Dundee I interviewed on Sunday. You can look at that interview there. Sadly, due to his terrible Wi-Fi connection, it was cut short, but Wolfie D at 7 p.m. tonight, the other half of PG-13, is doing an interview with Jack Kilby, and supposedly he does have good Wi-Fi. Also, Ice Train from WCW will be joining me for a live interview tomorrow night, Wednesday, August 16th at 9 p.m. So make sure you tune in to that. Enzo is wrestled for New Japan over the weekend. Yeah, he hasn't been doing much at all. I remember he wrestled for SWE Fury, and then he had a couple matches for MLW where there was some type of dispute at the end of it, which was on MLW apparently lying about Enzo or something, according to Enzo, and I will take Enzo's word on that. Apparently, they were still advertising a match with him, and they were saying he had pulled out, and Enzo said he had never agreed to the match. Anyways, good luck to Enzo. I have done an interview with him, and I'm friends with his agent, and I know a few people he knows. And I know that he was having stem cells. He's been having stem cells done a lot at the same place where I've had them done at Prodigy Stem Cells in New Jersey. So he's probably in as good a shape as ever. It's a natural heat magnet. I never watched WWE when he was in there, so I can't actually say I saw any of his matches, other than the angle that they did in SWE Fury that got a lot of publicity, where they him and his friend, who I don't even remember the friend's name, they faked a pile driver injury angle that got a lot of publicity a few years ago during COVID. Someone says the LJN King, greatest promo artist in the world, is banned. Go and watch my new, just search up Hannibal stem cells. It's in God, man, my memory is so bad. They're gonna kill me that I can't remember the town. Search Hannibal stem cells. I think I've had 3 there so far. I'm banned from the one the one area. I actually had a gun pulled on me the last night. I was there after I got stem cell injections, and I was advised not by the police, by some people. I think I told that story at the time, but I like in that area of New Jersey, I guess it's not like Canada. You don't just go outside and settle your differences. You can have guns pulled on you. Yeah, it's been, if you search Hannibal stem cells, I think I recorded all of my stem cells. It's Prodigy. Here, I'll look it up for you. Sorry. See what kind of service I give. Angelo Caprio is my buddy that hooked me up. His dad is the one that does the stem cells, but Gangrel's been there. Enzo, I believe Big Cass went. Oh my God, my friend does not even have the stem cell place. Oh well. Search up Hannibal stem cells and all the information is in the description. I'll tell you that. But oh, you found it? Okay, good. I've actually had them done in Phoenix before this through Dan Severin's stem cell guy, which is a little further. That place in New Jersey, it's near Hoboken, New Jersey, or something. But that place gave a better deal, and it's only 7-hour drive from me. The place in Arizona, I was having problems running because I'm an avid runner, and when I got the stem cell boost in my knees, I haven't had any further problems running. That was like 2.5 years ago, but there was nothing seriously wrong with my knees. We just needed a boost for my shoulder and torn pec. Like I had the same injury that Cody Rhodes had, but I actually never even had surgery. I just had 2 stem cell injections over the course of 3 months and rehabbed it for a year and avoided surgery. And I also had was supposed to have shoulder surgery, and I got two or three stem cells in my shoulder over the years, and I've avoided shoulder surgery. The recent video of Doink getting fired by Bam Bam. Was that your question? You know all the inside scoops. Has been. Thanks for your continued questions and comments. I'm gonna get out of here, but yeah, in about half an hour, Wolfie D of PG-13. It's gonna be live with Jack Kilby. And Jack Kilby, by the way, I'm 248 pounds. I got to get up to about 265 by this, but I'm on the road to recovery. My cardio is excellent. Or not excellent. Sorry, my cardio is improving every day. My weight's going to be a little slower, but Jack Kilby is running this event November 4th. Renfrew, Ontario. Looking forward to that. It's going to be an amazing event. The last GNW event of 2023. There's going to be huge. GNW in 2024 is going to be back with a vengeance. Sunview, what happened to Jamie Dundee's shoot? He had horrible Wi-Fi. So it was only short the first night. Then he said he was going to redo it with Jack Kilby the second night. And according to Jack Kilby, he no-showed him. Broken jaw is no fun. Operation very painful. Sorry to hear you got that. What do I think of the high ticket prices for SmackDown tomorrow? I don't pay any. You would have to pay me to watch a WWE show. I mean, I wanted to see if doing the watch alongs. I think I did 3 pay-per-view watch alongs. I think I did Crown Jewel, one of the WrestleMania nights. Maybe I only did 2. Oh yeah, no, I also did the Raw from Ottawa. I did 3 watch along, and it was literally torture for me to sit through it. So to pay to watch WWE, and I'm not saying there's a fan base for it. I'm still interested in the behind the scenes stuff. I have zero interest in watching it. I just don't like how scripted it is, and I mean, I don't mind Roman Reigns, but his group now to me is stale, and I don't see him dropping the title anytime soon. As far as Seth Rollins and Yakamura, as Sid calls him, Yakamura, which is Seth Rollins' next opponent, I mean, that has zero interest. It's like you have a main title that no one can beat the guy for, so you just create a third title because he has to. To me, it's a meaningless title, and I don't get Seth Rollins' gimmick. To me, it's dorky. I know people like it, and ever since his fan attack beating, I can hardly take him serious. My health is improving. Someone says tickets are going for over $100 for SmackDown. I don't even know where it is on Saturday. I hope Goldberg versus Wardlow happens in England. Jeremy Davis, WWE used me once in Bakersfield. They hired me as an extra, but they didn't need to actually use me last night. So I was paid to watch the show. It was the night where King Booker was crowned king. And Steven Regal, I don't know how much of it was. There was a rib played that night by Steven Regal on Booker T. This was back in 2006, where he said "All hail King Booker" like 100 times. I think he continued saying it after SmackDown went off the air. But I remember when he came to the back, everyone just cracked up. That was funny. Oh, yeah, Toronto is where SmackDown is Friday. I remember now. Do I think Edge is going to retire after wrestling Sheamus in Toronto? Anything's possible, but I don't think so. I really don't. It's possible, but I think he could do better than just retiring on a SmackDown. I think that they could go to Skydome and get a bigger crowd for an Edge retirement. I don't know if they could sell out Skydome for Edge's retirement, but Edge is like as Toronto as you can get for a person. You would think that. I mean, I like Sheamus, but he's hardly a top. Like we all know, he's not going to win the WWE title anytime soon. So even Edge against Seth Rollins would be better, I would think. I think Edge against Sheamus at the point Sheamus is right now in his career is should be his retirement match. And I actually saw Gangrel post something that there might be a Gangrel versus Edge match in WWE. I don't know if he was just joking or what, but we've heard rumblings that Edge has wanted to use Gangrel again. But before he retires, and I would like to see that. Any word from Carlito? No, not at all. Yes, Booker T dropped the N-word in a promo with WCW. My all-time favorite wrestler, I don't know. I've got a lot. There's too many tied. Ric Flair would be up there. Ultimate Warrior would be up there. Sid would be up there. Goldberg, Macho Man. There's 5. He won't retire. Yeah, I think there's too much money for Edge to retire. Like AEW would pay. Like at some point in time, there's so much money in wrestling right now, and that might change once UFC or Endeavor fully takes over WWE. But Edge is making a crap load of money now, and he's only doing a part-time schedule. and he's not doing, I mean, maybe he has done some crazy stunts and I just haven't seen them. But I think the upside of all the money he can make in wrestling right now is better than sitting at home. Yeah, I've heard Nia Jax. I know you're making a joke about Stevie Ray or Booker T saying he's coming for Hogan, but I heard Nia Jax might be returning for another person that none of us would give a damn if they return or not. Edge is 49, but Jericho's in his 50. If I was 49 and making $3 million a year, I mean, in 1 year, you could just make enough to put that. I know he has kids, for instance. Like, if you're 50 years old and you can work an extra year to make $3 million, just put that in a bank account. So no matter what, your kid is going to be set for life. I think it's worth it. You could help so many people with. I mean, for me, I donated to. I'm a very animal lover person. Just to be able to donate $3 million to a humane society to do a fun job, guys. Wrestling is fun, especially when you're at the top level and you have control of your creative and you're working for a major company where there's trainers and there's catering and you don't have to wrestle that much. It's fun. And like the rush you get from a crowd is as good as any drug. It's actually better than any drug. That's why people get addicted to wrestling. So yeah, I don't think he will retire after we've reviewed all those factors. I will close it at that. Have a good night.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Twitter